Hi guys, today I'm going to show you what you're going to be doing for your reading for the next couple of weeks since we finished Shiloh. We're actually going to do two different ones. The first one is going to be nonfiction. So these are just short little passages that are nonfiction. And then we're also going to look at poetry. So this file is a poetry file, and then this one is a nonfiction file. Okay, so I'm going to share these with you one time. So today is Tuesday. I should have shared this file with you. And from now on, when I give you an assignment, I'm not going to reshare this with you, because when I did that with Shiloh, you guys ended up with multiple copies and it was confusing, and that's why I stopped giving you this, sharing the slide with you each time. So yeah, I'm only going to share this with you one time. So for your next assignment, I think it's on Thursday, you're doing slide 2 and slide 3. So you'll go back into this document in your Google Drive, you'll open it, and then you'll go ahead and add on to slide 2, and then you would do slide 3. You'd go back into the Google Classroom, and you would find the assignment wherever it was, you'd click on it, and then you would turn it in there. So it's an ongoing file that you're going to keep building off of. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. So today you're just doing slide 1. It says read, stop, think, and write. So some of them are a little bit different. Over here you have some strips. These are for you to use if you want to. You do not have to. Okay, these are for you to highlight important information. All right. So just like when we're in the classroom, I would always recommend reading this at least 3 times. I would read the questions, then I would read the story, then I would reread the story, answer the questions, and read it one more time to make sure I'm happy with what I put as my answers. Also, please answer in complete sentences. Don't be lazy and just type one word. Give me a nice thorough answer that's in a complete sentence. Thank you. So the directions for this say, read the passage below, stop when it tells you to, and write down what it says above the sticky note. So the 2 sticky notes say, what would be, these are what they're referring to as sticky notes. What would be a good heading for this paragraph? So a heading is sort of like a title. It's just for a certain section. Okay, so think about like our Scholastic News and our Weekly Readers. Those have headings for each article or for certain sections within the article. And then the second sticky note says, what do you think Ortiz will be remembered for? So I'm already going to be thinking about those things as I read. So David Ortiz, known to Boston Red Sox player as Big Papi, was one of the all-time greatest hitters in the history of baseball. On October 10th, 2016, Big Papi walked off the field for the last time after his team lost in the playoffs at Fenway Park in Boston. Fans most likely hoped for at least one more at-bat from their hero, but their luck ran out. Ortiz played for the Minnesota Twins from 1997 to 2002. And for the Boston Red Sox from 2003 to 2016. And that time, Ortiz broke many records. So now I'm going to think to myself, what was the question? What would be a good heading for this paragraph? So a heading should kind of tell the reader, like, what's this paragraph include? Okay, without giving them all the information. So right now I'm thinking this is about a baseball player, specifically David Ortiz, who is known as Big Papi. So a heading should make your reader want to read it, and it should give them some information. So if I give my heading as David Ortiz, is that going to catch someone's attention? It's just kind of a name, right? Maybe a name that you guys don't even know. But if I say Big Papi, you think, that's a strange name. So maybe that would be a better heading. We also could include something about baseball, because it's about baseball. But I don't want to get too broad because I want the reader to know what this is about. Okay, so maybe a good heading would be Baseball's Big Papi, and that would hook in the reader and make them want to read this article. Okay, so that's kind of an example. I would go ahead and read this 1 and 2 more times because I already read it the first time, so really I guess that's my second time and third time. Okay, and then I would check my answer, make sure I'm happy I answered in complete sentences. So when I say answer in a complete sentence, this is what I would want. A good heading for this paragraph would be blank, period. Then maybe you could tell me, I think it would hook the reader in to the story. Okay, or something like that. You don't have to do that word for word, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. All right. Then I would go ahead and read the second paragraph, answer the question, reread it, check it, reread it, check it. Okay. Remember, you can use these to highlight. So if I move that, I can still see the text, but it's highlighted right here. Okay, there's different colors. You can use those if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, your assignment for Thursday, I believe, is, I lose track of the days, so it might not be Thursday, but whatever day I assigned you to do slides 2 and 3. This one's a little different. Okay, so it says read the passage below, stop when it tells you, grab a slide from the bottom and respond to reading. So you get to decide what you're going to share. You can share something that you liked, something that you learned, something that you think, something that you made a connection with. It made you think about a time that maybe you did something. You can ask a question or something that you wonder about. So you'd read this and then drag one of these up here and then in a complete sentence fill this in. Okay, that's not for today, that's for later, but I just kind of wanted to go through a few of these slides. This one's similar to the first one that I showed you, so it kind of alternates back and forth between their questions and then you get to do a little bit higher level thinking and get to come up with some things on your own to share. Okay? All right, and then for poetry, it's very similar, except that you're doing it with poems. Okay? So you stop when it tells you, you answer the questions, and so on and so forth. All right, that's all for today. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.